Ever feel like you don't have the motivation to draw or paint? Well, yeah, I have that problem too. And there's only one solution to get out of it. Just draw. Start. Do it right now. Just keep making art. You may not have the motivation at first, but as long as you start, your motivation will come later. Just starting is the biggest challenge that most artists face. It's easy to overthink things and get stuck in your head and be like, oh, what am I going to draw? I don't know what I'm going to draw. It's going to come out bad. And when you're thinking that way, you're overthinking it. Just draw. It's okay if you make bad drawings. Without bad drawings, in the first place, you probably wouldn't get better. You have nowhere to improve if all your drawings are bad all the time. You just gotta accept having bad drawings. And you just need to just draw, and not think about it. At least you'll think about it after you start. So once you have something, then you can figure out, okay, where do I need to go from here? And then you figure out what you need to draw. Maybe you need to improve at something, so you go work on studying a certain type of subject. Like I did 100 trees, or do 100 rocks, do 100 of something. Or just draw like 5 things, and you'll be slightly better than you were before. And really, that's all that matters. If you want to improve at art, maybe you just want to make art, and then it doesn't even matter if you're good or not. As long as you made something, you made art, and that's what you wanted to do, right? And I know it can be hard just starting, so I sometimes think building a habit of drawing or painting can be really helpful. Because some artists, they just get inspired and make a thing, and then they're done for a while. And that works, but I think most of the time you're going to want to be consistent on it. So having a habit of it is probably the most consistent way of doing it. I'm going to share with you a few tips that helped me build a habit of drawing. Number one is always keep something around to draw with, like pencil and paper, or even a pen. I think pen's better for drawing anyways. If you're a student, you probably want to keep a sketchbook in your bag. If you work at home, keep a sketchbook on your desk. Or even if you have like a regular job, maybe just having a sketchbook for when you have a few minutes of waiting on something, or your lunch break, or whatever. Just you'll get a chance to draw. Number two is replace bad habits with new good habits like drawing. So you can replace a bad habit of just randomly scrolling through social media when you could just go and doodle for a little bit, or just randomly watching YouTube and mindlessly just clicking on a next video because it sounds interesting. And you can do that, but maybe while you're doing that, draw. Put that on in the background and draw. It's usually better. You get better results if you can focus on your thing, on your drawing. Number three is doing the bare minimum. Just doing a little bit over a long period of time has helped me build a habit of drawing. So I just try and do at least something every day. Some days I miss, and that's fine. And that's part of the hardest part of keeping a habit. Is like if you miss, some people are like, all right, might as well give up. But that's not really a good way of looking at it. If you miss one day, just say, okay, it's one day. It's not that many. It's not too bad. Maybe you miss a week. But as long as you come back and keep going, you'll eventually build the habit of drawing. Number four, try and do it earlier in the day. It's the most effective time of the day because you're full of energy, you have more willpower. Maybe you could use some of these tips to get you started drawing, or just to motivate you to draw. Having a habit will definitely help you draw more often and consistently. So what you can do right now is here, I'm telling you, go draw right now. There, someone's told you to do it. Now go do it. Once you start working on it, you'll figure it out. You'll think about things as you go. And then you kind of get a better idea on what you actually want to make. But just starting with something, just jumping in, scribbling, doodling, drawing, whatever. Just to get you in the habit of doing it. And then you can focus later. Because starting is more than half of the battle. And I just wanted you guys to start. I need this to remind me to start. Until next time, Dartagon out.